Okay, I'm not sure if that came across on camera, but it was raining ever so slightly, sleet, a little bit of snow. So I just pushed on and got the camp set up for the night. So a couple things I want to just quickly mention. And that's not to say I actually love this tent. Super quick to put up with the 2-pole system. I love that about it. I actually left the guy lines tied on from the last trip, so just unhooked them from the stake, rolled them up with the tent, so it's literally throw down the tent, spread it out, stake out the corners, put your 2 poles in, pull it up, tighten everything out. And my only gripe, as you probably saw in the unboxing video, was the lack of pockets or storage with them. And the other thing that I had talked about was this tying system. So this is totally different than what's actually advertised on their website. And what they have advertised on their website is the same as the other hot tent that I have, the Pomoly Leo 2. But this one they've changed it, upgraded. And I made a note about it in the last video, and I said, I like this. I kind of like this. Well, I don't. And the reason for that is on the last camp out with Rosie, I was getting in and out of the tent at the early hours of the morning, and fiddling with those at 2:30 in the morning in the dark is not fun. Yeah, I found them quite fiddly, and yeah, so I'm not a massive fan of that change in the design. Alrighty, I'm pretty much set up. I just got to get some wood for the fire. And yeah, sun's coming in and out. Snowing, not snowing. But it's peaceful. I just brought out my camera. Had a bit of a mini photo shoot with the tent. Unless I've lost my magic, I'll throw those images up on the screen now. Getting the sweat on. Just heard a massive gunshot. So there's definitely hunters in the area out hunting deer right now, so I put my jacket back on. Nothing like hot tent camping in an area where guys are firing rifles, eh? Or girls. Okay, I'm gonna get a fire going soon, but I just wanted to go over the dimensions of this tent. Koa, I think that's how you pronounce it. Recent subscriber, follower of the channel. He'd been asking me about the dimensions of the tent, so I just wanted to go over that quickly. So there's about 6.5 feet this way. Like I said, I'm 6.62, so I fit pretty comfortably here. There's 8.2 feet this way, and from the ground to the peak is 4.9 feet, so almost 5 feet. Inside the tent, it has a square footage of 53.8 square feet, or 5 square meters. Like I said, the peak height is 4.9, so 5 feet tall. Yeah, it's pretty roomy, particularly for one person. Even with two it's good, but one person is nice. Okay, Koa, as promised, there's some sizing for you. I did actually bring a little tape measure with me, so where I am right now, there's 40 inches, so 3 feet 4 inches from my cot to the actual stove. The fire retardant floor is 3 feet by 3/4, so 40 inches. So 40 inches by 36. Temperature is starting to go down a little bit. I'm going to start getting the fire going here. don't know if you can see that, but I already have a hole in the tent. I'm gonna need some of my wife's nail varnish on that. Well, supper's on. While that's going, I'm gonna crack open Canada Good Stuff. By the way, I've never drinking Guinness out of a can. I have always drank it in a glass, but I forgot to bring a glass. Needs must. Cheers. Beautiful juicy burger. Let's get it. Well, that's good. I haven't eaten all day, so this is awesome. Messy hair, don't care. Messy hair, don't care. Alright folks, so I've had supper. I've just been hanging out by the fire, messing around with a few bits and pieces. Chilling. Super nice in here. Anyways, I'm just going to put on a show. Have some Halloween candy. And yeah, I'll bring you guys back right before bed. Alright folks, I've just been hanging out watching the movie. I'm going to head to bed. It's getting late. I'll see you guys in the morning. It is currently 4 a.m. and I'm out of the tent. I woke up to this hissing sound. Sounded like water being skited on top of the stove. Just gonna dampen this. Got spark. Lotus. Oh man. Okay. Just saw a couple sparks coming out of the arrestor, so I just went in and dampened the stove down a bit. So like I was saying, I woke up to the hissing of water being skited on top of the stove. Now it had rained for a couple hours, and I just figured it was the water coming through the cut through of the stovepipe here. But I have this black liquid. You can see here a little bit of water left over, but other than that she's bone dry. So it's definitely waterproof. Yeah. Anyways, I just grabbed a couple of bits of wood, opened everything up to get some high heat going. Maybe it's just some residual water that was running down the chimney. I don't know. But I thought I'd throw on a bit of wood and crank the heat. Try and burn it off because it's not raining anymore. While I had the stove cranked open, it was getting a fair amount of smoking inside the tent from whatever was burning off. So I've come out of the tent for a little bit. There's a little bit of rain or snow falling. Not a lot though. Let's see how smoky it is in here. Burning off there. I was sleeping with my head down here, but the tent was just shaking on top of my head all night. So I moved down here, and now it's doing the same here, so. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. I don't think I'll bother moving it right now. I could move it long ways, but for now I'm just stay as I am. I don't think I'm getting much sleep. Wow. 6:40 a.m. Oh. Whoever invented these is a genius. Oh, still warm. All right. Let's get up. Well, good morning, everyone. Oh, I actually did sleep pretty good when I finally did get to sleep. I'm not sure I'm gonna dilly-dally around here much today because it's pretty miserable. It's pretty miserable outside. But I'm gonna get some breakfast going. Time for breakfast. Coffee and a breakfast. That's what's happening. Let that sit for a minute. You can see the sun slowly coming up. Alright folks, it is 7:34. I've had breakfast and a coffee. Wind is still pretty bad, but sun's coming up, the skies are blue, and while that's happening I'm going to get this camp taken down and headed home. If you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next adventure.